Hi, I'm Dr. Diane Cooper. The purpose of this video is to provide you with a very short summary of the Healthy Westmeath Round 4 Consultation Day. Prior to the consultation day, the top two Healthy Ireland outcome indicators chosen were an increase in the percentage of adults and children meeting the physical activity guidelines and mental health and well-being. And this came from the completion of a questionnaire by 144 adults and 7 organisations in Westmeath. Plus, there was an AGM and consultation day event held with Courland and Og involving 198 youths aged 11 to 18 years. So the purpose of the consultation day was to develop actions for these two outcome indicators, and we began with an overview of the experience and expertise and knowledge of all of the stakeholders in the room and the target groups that they represent. The Health Atlas data for Westmeath was reviewed extensively. Briefly, the data for 2023 up to 2030 predicts an increase in health damaging behaviours including smoking, alcohol consumption and the consumption of unhealthy foods and sugar sweetened drinks. It also predicts an increase in health promoting behaviours including physical activity and the consumption of fruits and vegetables. It predicts an increase in the prevalence of all clinical conditions measured, including overweight and obesity, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, dementia, bone and joint disorders, anxiety and depression, and the prevalence of one or more clinical conditions. This is coupled with an increase in the percentage of middle-aged and older adults living in Westmeath, so an ageing population. The data combined then strongly highlights the need for prevention actions or programmes in Westmeath. For the first Together Alone activity of the consultation day, all stakeholders present were invited individually to propose actions to increase physical activity levels in children and adults in Westmeath and to increase the percentage of adults and children in Westmeath meeting the weekly physical activity guidelines. A number of actions were proposed and these are detailed extensively in the report. The key common actions proposed are presented here. To increase the number of age and ability appropriate programmes, to collaborate with Westmeath Sports Partnership for the rollout of physical activity programmes, to develop online and hybrid programmes in order to increase availability and accessibility, to develop and expand existing effective programmes, to roll out physical activity leader training for volunteers in the community, to develop a database containing details of all available physical activity programmes in Westmeath, to promote the increased use of existing HSE programmes and resources, to increase physical activity programmes that are not competitive and fun, and to develop self-care programmes for stakeholders and target groups. The second Together Alone activity of the consultation day was run as a round table discussion where stakeholders were asked at each table to work together and to propose actions to increase mental health and well-being for the people of Westmeath. The key actions that were proposed include to introduce programmes on the greenways and blueways in Westmeath, to support the integration of mental health and well-being components into all programmes as standard practice, the need for age and ability appropriate programmes, the development of a database containing all of the programmes that are currently available in Westmeath, so to support the development of Train the Trainer programmes specifically for mental health and well-being, self-care programmes for stakeholders, volunteers and participants, and to build on existing programmes with proven outcomes. In terms of the next steps, Sarah McManus, the Healthy Ireland Coordinator for Westmeath, has prepared the Healthy Ireland Fund local strategy document and has submitted the online application to Pobal. Sarah outlined that there will be an opportunity for organisations to apply for project proposals through an application form, and importantly, groups will need to specify which outcome indicator you intend to address and your proposed action and how you intend to track or measure the changes. Thank you very much for taking the time to listen to this summary video.